With 9 nominations in 3 of the biggest categories at the Grammys, SZA may be taking home some gold on Sunday because of songs like this. I catch myself singing this song and then I hear the lyrics and I'm like, what am I singing? All right, her nominations might be enough to beat out other big names, including Taylor Swift at the Grammys on Sunday. Much Music VJs Georgia Kolev and Kwesi Kwarko-Fosu are joining us this morning with their predictions on who's going to win big at the Grammys. Those are happening on Sunday. Welcome to the studio, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, SZA, on the list of nominees,
Yes.
but who is she up against?
Ooh.
She's up against some GOATs. She's up against Taylor. She's up against Olivia. She's up against John Batiste. She's up against Miley.
Yep.
I can keep going on. She's up against some heavy hitters. But SZA is also a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
9 nominations? That's insane. She almost hit double digits. That's already crazy. And Kill Bill, like SOS, that album dropped in 2022.
I know.
The end of 2022, and it's still making noise.
There you go. Album of the Year, big category. Who do you think has the best shot? That's the one for Album of the Year?
That's the one. That's the one in my opinion, because the fact that it didn't even drop in 2023, still making a lot of noise. Oh my gosh, like I'm still listening to it every single day. It's not even just about the records that it broke with numbers and all of that stuff. It's the music in it as well.
Yep.
Like she drops amazing music, passionate, you're singing along to it, and it hits the heart.
Yeah. And hopefully, what were you gonna say, Georgia?
I was gonna say she's also obviously up against Taylor, but if Taylor wins and takes home the Grammy for Album of the Year this year, she is gonna break a record because she's gonna be the artist nominated most times for Album of the Year, and she would surpass icons like Frank Sinatra, Stevie Wonder, Paul Simon, if she takes home that Grammy. So there are some big nominees for Album of the Year for sure.
It sort of feels like the tides of the world are moving in Taylor's favor, but we will see. TikTok obviously in the news this year, a bunch of artists being taken off. But thanks to TikTok, some nominees for Best New Artists are there because their music went viral on the app. Here's an example of that.
I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, wish you could. I look fly, I look
I
too good.
love having the two of you in the studio because your response to music makes me smile. So that's Victoria Monet and Georgia. You are rooting for this to win. Why?
Oh my gosh, Victoria Monet has been on such an uphill trajectory ever since the start of her career. She's also nominated for Record of the Year this year as well, and up there as one of the most nominated artists for the Grammys this year. She has 7 nominations, so she's almost up there with artists like SZA, so I don't see why not.
Okay, Kwesi, you're hoping that Ice Spice wins.
Yeah, because Ice Spice had an crazy year last year. People forget at the beginning she dropped her debut album, and then throughout the whole year she's collabing with some of the biggest artists because her music just made that much noise. Nicki Minaj on stage with Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yes. Cannot wait to see all of that happen. That's the fun part about the Grammys, right? You never know what the mix is going to be, and it makes me laugh. We talked about who's going to be there. Who do you think might get snubbed?
Ooh.
Well, we already know that Drake and The Weeknd, they're not pulling up. But for snubs, I'd say Doja for Paint the Town Red. I feel like that should have been one of the nominations for Record of the Year because I'm not even the biggest Doja fan, but that song is a banger. Like, I'll listen to that with my sister in the car. And then also, not BTS the group, but the BTS solo members like Jimin and Jungkook. With their solo records, they didn't get any nominations. I'm like, this is BTS.
Right.
This is BTS. Like,
I think Miley Cyrus should win a Grammy as well. She doesn't even have one, believe it or not. She doesn't have a Grammy yet. So I think if she doesn't win one, that's a snub in itself.
Okay, which performance? My favorite part is it's like getting to watch a free concert in my pajamas from home. So what performances are you guys excited to see?
Ooh, all of them. There's so many. There's Billie Eilish, or Olivia Rodrigo. Dua Lipa, my personal favorite. She's my favorite artist, so I'm excited to see hers.
Kwesi, what about you?
I want to see Burna Boy, but I also want to see Travis Scott. We got to see his concert in Scotiabank, and that was a movie.
Yeah,
so if he performs a movie like that at the Grammys, that's gonna be insane. I hope he gets like all that crazy set that he brings with the Utopia tour.
Kwesi, Georgia, great to have you in the Your Morning studio. I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday. Thanks for setting up the Grammys for us.
Thank you.
Always good to have you here.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.